All right, good afternoon. We are heading on into today's lesson. So you're going to be watching this video lesson and completing the foldable that goes with it. Then you're going to do a project in Desmos called DesFace today. And then you're going to work on the highlighted IXLs for linear functions. If you have not seen the Slope Dude video, shame on you. He's a legend. And when he gets to zero slope, he says this is zero fun. And when he goes off the cliff, that's undefined. But why do we say that that is zero and undefined slope? So we're going to use what we know now about slope, and we're going to prove it. So let's just take 2 points. On this line, this horizontal line, I would have the point 1, 4 right here. And let's say I have a negative 4, positive 4. Now, if I take the difference of the y's, 4 minus 4, I get 0, over the difference of the x, negative 4 minus 1 is negative 5. I get 0 over negative 5. And that is 0. So we can prove that even algebraically that it is 0 slope. What about the other version when you have a vertical line? And in this case, if we look at this next graph, I could pick 2 points on that line. I would probably go with negative 1, positive 2. And let's get this one, negative 1, negative 5. Now the difference of the y's, negative 5 minus 2, which is negative 7, over the difference of the x's, negative 1 minus a negative 1, that becomes negative 1 plus 1 over 0. And you know from even elementary school that you cannot divide by 0, that's undefined. So we have just proved why we call them 0 and undefined slopes. I want you to take a few minutes. Oops, sorry. Let's get rid of this. And I have some popsicle sticks for you. Please do not break them. Put them in your ears. Check anybody's tonsils or anything else with them. But if you would please, notice that we can tilt popsicle sticks so that they have a positive, like this, a negative, a 0, or an undefined slope. So I've given you 2 examples here. It says each clue below represents a letter of the alphabet. Use popsicle sticks to try to decipher the code. A positive slope, a negative slope, and a 0 slope. So if I have these 3, could I assemble them into a letter? So if I have a positive slope line, a negative slope line, and a 0 slope line, that could be the letter A. And that was the target. And then if I have an undefined slope and 3 lines with 0 slope, you probably already know what this one might be. And some technical errors. But it should be an E. Now, I want you to stop this video and try to solve this clue. So we've got clue 1 is 2 undefined sloped, a negative slope, a positive slope. So that's 1 letter. Clue 2, 1 positive, 1 negative, 1 0. Clue 3, 1 0, 1 undefined. And clue 4, 2 undefined slopes and 1 0 slope. So each clue represents a letter. See what it spells out, and you'll be able to input that on the next slide in this Nearpod.